If you are receiving this transmission, you are the Cynical Militia. You are listening to Professor Cynical on all available frequencies. This is not a test.
Coming to you from a studio in Glasgow, this is Professor Cynical.
Good day, you absolute legends. The last 12 hours have been incredibly strange for the next No Man's Sky update. Now, of course, everybody by now knows that the next emoji has been released by Mr. Murray, and that always signals and signifies that there is going to be an update imminently. You're talking a few days. But then what normally happens is if the update is going to be a slightly bigger one or it's going to have more content, they'll start tacking on like extra emojis. So for example, we've now just had the 3-hand emoji, as you can see right now on screen. But that's not what is weird. That is very much expected. What is weird is this. Yeah. Satisfactory has also replied with its own emoji. Satisfactory. So now many in the community, including myself, are completely stumped by this, because if this signifies what we now seem to think it signifies, is that there's going to be a collaboration with this update that's going to include Satisfactory in some way. What could that possibly mean? If you don't know what Satisfactory is, it's essentially an industrial survival game where you have to build machines, mine resources, conveyor belts, and so on to upgrade everything. It's a lot of fun. If you've never played Satisfactory, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and do it. It is a lot of fun. But what could this mean for a crossover with No Man's Sky? Well, it could possibly mean that we're going to be getting an industrial update, like new machines, new ways to mine resources, conveyor belts. If it's anything like Satisfactory and No Man's Sky wants to go ahead and implement some of the same sort of mechanics, and there is a crossover, then the sky is the limit, quite literally, with what is possible. And I've been saying for a while that, adding new mechanics into No Man's Sky is very much needed at this point, because we have so many new features that I feel like the game is lagging behind in other aspects. But adding new mechanics in game, making the game even more playable, rather than just giving us like a new ship, or rather than just giving us new cosmetics every update, this is something more meaningful. And I have to keep on stressing this, if it is what we think it is, and that's the point, we only think at this point. We don't know, obviously, until the update drops, exactly what is going to be included. But there could be, like I said, new ways to mine resources, because in the game Satisfactory, you have drills, you have equipment, you have generators, different types of generators that you need to feed resources into. So you could have new mechanics like that. There could be new machines, there could be new items that you can go ahead and craft, but you can't craft them through the normal conventional methods. You have to convey items from one point to the next, and then the next machine, and then the next machine, in order to make the items that you want. So could there be something like this in No Man's Sky? How would that look? How would that work? Because right now, in order to craft something in No Man's Sky, there is a couple of options. As we know, we can make things in the refiner, we can make things in the wee cooking station, or we can make things in our inventory, or we can go to the space station and buy whatever. But it's very limited in what it can do. And that's been fine for No Man's Sky for many years. But if they're looking to expand the realms of possibility with this, and look at new direction and new ways to really try and make the whole process of crafting items more unique, then this is definitely a bloody good way to do it. So at the end of the day, this is the pulsing edge news right now in No Man's Sky. This is a major development, ladies and gentlemen. I was so excited when I seen this that I posted it across all my socials straight away. So you probably are expecting this video if you've seen what I've posted. But at the end of the day, this is what you guys, the community, have been saying. And just look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It is a thing of beauty. Now, I'm actually on the Satisfactory post itself, and everybody is completely hyped, and also at same parts, I would say, completely stumped to what this could possibly mean. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we do also have to take this with a pinch of salt because, you know, I can say what I think it is until I'm blue in the face. I can say what you guys think it could be as well until I'm blue in the face. It's very exciting. But we do have to take this with a pinch of salt because we do not know exactly what this collaboration could be. I mean, it could be literally something as small as giving us a new type of ship. Now, we know that Hello Games have done collaborations with other game studios before, such as EA with the Mass Effect game series, where they introduced the Normandy SR-1 as a frigate in No Man's Sky. So when it comes to a Satisfactory collaboration, it could literally be as something as small as the delivery ship that we see that transports items from space to the ground. It could be literally that as a new ship. It could literally be something as small as that, or it could be as big as, like I said, new conveyor belts, new machinery, new equipment, a complete overhaul to the crafting system. It could be anything between those two gauges, and that right now is where we are at. So until we physically get the update, we just do not know at this point, unless Satisfactory, if you are watching this video, which I really doubt you are, but if you ever do come across this video before the update comes out, then maybe give us some more teasers, or, you know, hit me up in the DM and let me know what's going on, you know, wink wink, because Hello Games won't. But yeah, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to get this news out there. Everyone's super excited. I'm super excited to see where this goes, and I hope it is something bigger than just another ship collaboration of some kind. I hope it's something much bigger than that. I really am hoping for a craftable overhaul. And that's what many in the community also seem to think. But yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think this update is going to be about now with this new information? Do you think it's going to be a massive collaboration and there's going to be new mechanics, like with the crafting systems and conveyor belts and so on? Or some kind of like singular asset like a ship or something similar that they're just collaborating with Satisfactory? Let me know what you guys think. Comment section down below, you know what to do. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's everything from me here today. And as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.
Join the Cynical Militia on Professor Cynical's Patreon. No exclusive perks needed. Just your passion for epic space adventures and bold discussions keeps the galaxy spinning. Choose your tier. Fuel the mission. Repent jar. $1 a month. Forgiveness for your ad block sins. A pack of Monster. $5 a month. Keep the creative thrusters firing. Absolute legends. $10 a month. That got me thinking. $50 a month. A bold, questionable financial decision that screams you're all in. Why join? Every pledge strengthens the Cynical Militia, keeping Professor Cynical's YouTube channel a thriving hub for No Man's Sky fans, craving news, updates, and unfiltered discussions. You're not just a supporter, you're part of a galactic community that dares to explore and think differently. Don't just traverse the stars, own them. Enlist now at patreon.com/ProfessorCynical1, and let's conquer the No Man's Sky universe together.